I'm directing the play, Skull and Connemara. It's part of the trilogy, Linan trilogy, so it's set in Linan. It's Martin McDonagh, so people who have seen Martin McDonagh will, understand the type of humour it is. It's a very black comedy, hilariously funny. There are so many laughs in it, and I really think people will enjoy it.
I play the character of Mick O'Dowd, who was a widower living on his own in a cottage in the mountains. He lost his wife 7 years ago, and there's a question mark over how his wife died, and that's the main central theme of the play. Another theme of the play is that Mick's job every year, every autumn time, is to dig up the bones of people that were buried 7 years prior to make room for new bodies. So it's a kind of a gruesome theme to it, as well as the gruesome theme to how his wife died. Just a little question mark over whether it was accidental or in fact did Mick kill his wife, Una.
I'm playing the part of Thomas Hanlon, Garda Thomas Hanlon, who's being based in the village. He's the brother of Murchine Hanlon, who's the local layabout, as probably discussed. He's probably his more successful brother, yet I don't think he's very successful in his quest to be a guard. He's very anxious to be promoted, and I think he'd go to any lengths to be promoted. He's not a very intelligent guard, although I think he thinks he is. He really has his suspicions about Mick Dowd, and I think he'll go to any lengths possible to prove that Mick is guilty of something, anything. And Thomas, I think, spends his whole time trying to achieve that, with some rather dire consequences, I'd say.
Yeah, so the character I'm playing now is Murchine Hanlon, which he's the youngest guy in the play. He's a bit of a rogue, a bit of a up to devilment all the time. He's the kind of person who gets in a bit of trouble, but manages to get his way out of it, and that's kind of nearly the theme for him through the whole lot. So he gets involved with Mick as regards, digging up the bones and everything like that. So that the play develops, and we kind of see how their relationship is between Mick and his brother Thomas as well, and also his granny. So it's very interesting how they interact and how it turns out, and how the relationship is by the end. So you'll see there's a lot of laughs. It's very, very good, and you'll enjoy it.
I play Mary Johnny Rafferty. She's the local biddy of the village, a real gossip, pretends to be very pious, but in fact really she isn't. She loves the old drop of poteen, and she is addicted to bingo playing. So she's a very funny character. She would be the grandmother to the two boys in it, the guard and Murchine, and she goes up to visit Mick Dowd as often as she can to catch the poteen from him. So that's really, she's a link piece, and in the beginning she does sort of set the scene and explain the storyline, but enjoying playing her immensely.